Mud Buds. How did that originate, and what is it? Because I never really been into the what you call them ATVs.
Yeah, yeah.
ATVs. So I'm green to
Down
that.
here we call them four-wheelers.
Four wheelers. Yeah, that what we call
But the proper name,
four wheelers. But I was still scared of
three-wheelers,
them.
four-wheelers. What you got, side by side?
Sides. Oh yeah.
Well, you know a lot
UTVs,
more about it than I
yeah.
do or ready to do so.
Well, it like I said, going back to history again.
Right.
My nephew Kelvin had a four-wheeler years ago. He was a little boy,
Right.
and we basically took it from him. You know, we were teenagers. He was a little boy. We basically took it from him and rode it more than he did. You know,
Right.
and that was back in the days. And then we all grew up, did different things, and then I got introduced to the mud riding by a good friend of mine from Jackson, Alabama, John Rocker, back in 2007.
2000.
Yeah, that, I had well, it wasn't little, it was a Suzuki 500 4x4. Nah, bag up. I had a two-wheel drive Timberwolf, Yamaha Timberwolf. Bad little rascal too, two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got introduced to the mud parks and riding through him.
Right.
Went on my first to a first mud park and all that with him, and then I fell in love with it the first time.
Right.
And then I had to get something better than that two-wheel drive, so I got me a four-wheel drive, four-wheeler.
Four-wheel drive.
Yeah, and then it just started getting more and more, and they had their little group from Jackson, and it was probably 10 or 12 of them.
Right.
And I was like, well, when I started riding around here, a few more guys had four-wheeler and stuff, and then it started picking up a little more, and then we first came up with we first tried the name Cutting Up Off-Road Riders.
Yeah.
Right.
It lasted for a minute, but then, people started falling off, four-wheeler brake, and they just get rid of it, get frustrated. But I stayed into it, and then, a few more guys came along and over the years, and so we decided to come up with another group, and we come up with the name Mud Buds, Mud Buds, and that's what we do.
Is it what hooks you? Is it the mud?
It's the mud.
It's the mud.
It's the mud.
Explain that.
It's
Explain that.
well, it's the mud, and it's the outdoor, just away from drama.
It's just being a kid again.
Yeah, adult kid.
Right,
you
right.
just out there,
And that's
man. You just,
understandable.
you out there, you playing, you breaking stuff, you tearing up stuff, you drinking, you eating.
Right.
We have a good time, and wherever we go, we get treated good.
Right.
When you out there mud riding, you don't meet no strangers.
Right. And I be seeing that on
on
your
they-
posts that you.
Oh yeah,
make.
they'll
It's
be
like a whole different community.
Yeah, they'll be flying their Trump flags and all this and that, but they see you broke down on the trail, they're gonna stop.
They're gonna help you out.
They're gonna stop and help you out, man.
That's some brotherhood type.
Yeah, it's just a whole nother type of family when you out there riding.
Okay.
You got get me wrong now. That 1% still, gonna be off. Not as friendly, but overall, I've been treated good everywhere I've been.
Right.
I've been the only black out of like 30, 40 people,
Right.
several rides.
Right.
Never felt uncomfortable.
Right.
It just.
Cause y'all down for the same cause.
Oh yeah, we out
The
there having a
mud.
good time, mud and drinking and eating.
And I just saw you grow from that two-wheel drive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To,
Side by side, yeah. I like I said, I own several four-wheelers and few side by sides, and as you get older, that four-wheeler don't feel as good as that steering wheel.
Yeah.
Right.
You need a steering wheel and seat
Right.
and a cup holder.
right. So now you chilling and in the mud.
Right,
still.
right,
Right.
exactly.
Right. So it's the mud.
It's the mud.
It's the mud.
The mud and just out fellowshipping, having a good time.
So that's going to be open for the mud riders for every day, or just designated for one day as far as the Juneteenth?
They can bring their rides out every day, but like I said, everything's gonna be in the back.
In the back,
You know,
right.
we got a lot of dry trail riding. You know,
Right.
we're gonna offer rides. We're gonna hook up a trailer and have seats on it just to take some of the people through some of the dry trails, just on a little, a little ride. Just,
I would like to do that. 'Cause,
Okay,
you know,
it's open. It's open.
I ain't really keen on the mud,
Right.
But
Yeah,
I like what y'all got going on, and I would want to be amongst all that.
Right.
But
It's
without
a lot of nature back in there right here to see. You know, Rogers could tell you, we got wild turkeys, we got gators, we got deer,
Wow.
Yeah.
All back there.
Ducks,
ducks,
Yeah.
water moccasins.
bobcats.
Well, you know that. Well, that might have did it. That might have
But
did it right there.
hey, they're not gonna be on the trail.
Right.
Once they hear us coming, you'll see
they gone.
you'll see the turkeys, man. And,
That's crazy.
That's
For
the
real?
prettiest thing to see the turkey. And a lot of people think I was drunk or something, but I saw a peacock, man, back there one day.
Really?
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
have my phone.
I don't doubt it.
No, I saw it. You know where that peacock come from?
Where?
Muffin had that peacock.
Muffin Head.
Really?
Muffin had 2 of them.
Oh, okay. I knew.
So
I couldn't.
So you
I
want to
couldn't-
see it thing?
I couldn't get nobody to believe me though,
Let
man.
me tell
I
you what
saw
happened.
the peacock.
I got it on my phone because I woke up one morning. I'm standing there. I'm fixing my coffee. I'm standing in the kitchen sink. And I look out the window. I said, "That's a damn peacock.
Yeah.
Where the hell a peacock come?" So I'm about to call the zoo.
Right.
Hey, how y'all peacock get way up here?
Yeah.
So I don't. So he finally fly off, go off some kind of way. And I was telling some guys up there, and actually TL the one told me, say them was muffin people.
Okay.
Okay.
And, say one
How
of them
many he
died.
had?
He had 2.
Two?
Say he had 2. One of them died, and the other one got out. No, not one of them died, or something killed one of them. And the other one
Right.
got out. Come William ended up with the peacock,
Right.
some kind of way. But that, you saw one because I saw that same peacock.
That's wild though.
Big R.I.P. to Muffin too. Muffin rode 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
Tony Farrell.
Tony Farrell.
R.I.P. to Tony Farrell.
And speaking on that, what about some of the safety issues and the safety measures when you're talking about ATVing? Because I see a lot of you guys, they riding up and down the road.
Right.
They going through the neighborhoods when you got kids out here in the road playing on the ATVs. They popping wheelies and it's cars coming down the opposite way. What are some of the safety issues, safety concerns, and what you think you shouldn't do when it comes to riding ATVs?
Well, I've been big
I'm
on
scared
that,
of.
Roderick, and that was one reason. I've been had this property since 2010.
Right.
But as I got to seeing, people out on the road
Same thing
riding and all,
Roger said.
I was like, I got this place and
A designated area.
I'm gonna open it up, make a few trails, try to bring the people off of the highway, and come out here and ride where it's safe and legal,
Right.
but you can't force anybody to do it. But
Exactly.
it's open here anytime somebody want to ride.
Right.
All they got to do is just contact me or one of the mud buds and say, "Hey, we want to go ride. We want to take our kid out there and learn how to ride,"
Exactly.
or something like that.
Exactly.
But the highway, those things are not made for the highway.
For ATVs.
If you see me out there on the highway, you're gonna see me on the speed. You're gonna see me on the edge of the road,
Right.
and I'm going to a destination.
destination, A to B.
A to B. And I'm just not out there, pleasure riding
Right.
on the highway because those tires are expensive and that pavement eats them up. Besides the safety issues and the illegal activities of it,
Right.
So I just, this place is open.
Okay.
It's open. We got like I said, trails, mud, whatever, little strip. If you want to race, I don't condone. I don't really like the drag racing
Right.
part of the ATVs
ATV.
unless the course is set up for that.
Smooth.
Well, smooth, and you got a barrier in between you and the other rider.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
the thing about these rides, where the tires, the way the tires designed and the stuff, man. If I run up on the back of your tire, if it don't throw me, it's gonna throw both of us.
Right. Right.
And most of the time it kicks both of us.
Both of y'all.
I done had accidents, on them, doing different stuff. I hit a tree,
God damn.
and tore my shoulder up, and it's you got to be safe on these things.
Right.
And another thing too, I can't tell people what to do,
Right.
but people walk, if you come up, they want to know, can I ride? Just because you can hold a handlebar don't mean you know how to ride.
I mean, you know how to ride. That's true. That's true.
And these things, not just on the safety part of you getting hurt, these things are expensive to fix if you wreck it.
Right.
Then if you gotta tell somebody how to crank something up,
They don't
that's
need to
an
be on it.
indication that tell you they don't
Right,
need to be
right.
on it. I learned that working construction. Guy got on a piece of equipment. He said, "Well, how you crank it up?" Foreman told him, "Get down. You
Right.
can't crank it up. You can't drive. You can't operate. You don't need to be on it."
This ain't for you.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially not right now.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing too, the brakes. You ain't gotta go, but you got to stop.
Right. You right about that.
You got to stop.
And they don't know where the brakes at.
And, it's just watching some of these videos on Facebook and YouTube of people having these accidents, and this last one I saw last week, this girl, they was at a cookout, she takes off,
You saw that?
wipe out the barbecue grill and all that.
yeah.
She know she had no business on
Right,
though.
no business on
Because
it.
once he took off, it was already
So,
over.
just, ask a person to ride you, but
Right.
don't, like I
Took
said,
out the
these,
whole barbecue.
for your safety and the cost out of their pocket if you wreck it, because most of the time you wreck it, you ain't gonna help them fix it. And ain't nothing cheap about these things.
Right. Right.
She knocked
Right.
over the barbecue was
Oh, yeah.
over because all the meat was on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was
Yeah.
over. She ran clean into the
The
barbecue.
guy in the background said, "Hey, somebody help me get the
We gotta
grill
get the
up."
grill up.
Yeah,
But,
safety, Reggie. Back to it, safety.
Safety.
Safety. Those, they can be fun, and they can be deadly.
Right. Right.
You gotta respect them.
Right.
Evil Knievel thought he was the best, but look what happened.
Right. Right.
I don't care how long you've been riding, what you've been riding. That's why it's called accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause one false move.
Yeah, you may survive one or two, three, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be that one, and I'm not gonna be wearing no shirt with your picture on it talking about
Right.
R.I.P. and with a 4-wheeler on it and all that, because
Safety is very, very important.
in everything.
in everything, and like we
yeah.
said before, safety is first. So all you that's ATV,
ATV,
ATV
UTV,
riders,
side by side,
just use,
motorcycles,
All that.
all that,
All that.
be,
Is it-
just think safety first, and
what do you call those things? The little 3-wheelers. What is it them?
you got the spiders,
The spiders.
you
and
got the slingshots.
slingshot.
You got the trikes.
Okay. Is it legal to drive those on the highway without helmets?
Yes, it depends on which one.
Okay.
Which
depending on
one?
Which one you got?
Now the trike, you gotta have a
Gotta
helmet
have a
on.
helmet on. Yeah, I noticed that.
The slingshot, I don't think. Now certain states got different rules.
Yeah.
But I don't. I think in Alabama, the slingshot you don't have to have a helmet.
Because I noticed a lot of those guys riding those things some of
Without
them don't
helmets,
got
yeah.
helmets.
Right,
But like
right.
I say, every time I see somebody on one of those
I never saw nobody with helmet on.
Right.
You know.
I seen some people do wear them. It just depends, I guess.
Right, right.
That's why I say it must
I would
not
wear a
be-
helmet. I
It
would.
must not be legal.
You know, even on the 4-wheelers, if you got a young teenager, they you know, it's hot, but they should be wearing a helmet.
Right.
You know, at least till they get a little, you know, get some experience.
More
because,
familiar with.
Right, because you know, soon as they are half a hair out of your eyesight, they gonna try something
They're
different.
gonna
Yeah,
try something
yeah,
different. Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. Cause we did.
yeah. You know, it's just, and I don't care if it's boy or girl.
Yeah. It's just
They
human-
gonna
that's
try
just-
something
That's
different.
just human nature.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But you know, me and you've been, you know, partners for a long time. All of us.
Yeah,
together,
all of
you
us,
know,
yeah.
you know, we came up like brothers.
Yes, sir.
So you know, I've been watching Roderick as well. I've been watching you. You know, and hey, I like what you got going on. And, you know, and I love what Roderick got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it all coincides with who we are.
That's right.
And it all and everything is in the same bowl.
Right. And Reggie, this you know, I don't let it you know, I would be lying if I said I didn't let it touch me, but I don't let it get too deep into me what people say, you know.
No,
but
no, you
my
can't.
my thing is everything I do, I ain't worried about what I'm doing. I just want to be known for what I did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about leaving a mark.
Right. And
know?
everything I could be all kind of selfish about this place out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I got it. Oh, I want people to be safe. I want them to come out here, have a good time. You know, when we out here watching sports or whatever, feel welcome to come out here, watch
Okay.
sports with the Mud Buds or whatever. We just kick back outside grilling,
Open
you know,
invitation.
open invitation. But like I say, sometimes, you know, and like I say,
But come accordingly too.
of course, you know, you hear these rumors and this and that. Oh, he act funny, this, that. He, you know, I didn't act funny. I just got rude.
Exactly. And
I just got rude. If
and a lot of people don't like rules.
no,
now.
if you don't have control over your place,
Bingo.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a loss right there.
Yeah,
You know, you gotta have. I've seen too many black businesses fall because they let
Hearsay.
you know, well, the customers or visitors or whatever take over and just
Right.
overrule the
Right.
place.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and
you know, I don't care. Like I said, I'd be lying if I said I don't let it bounce off me a little
Right.
bit.
You
But
know,
I don't
because you
care
hear
about
it.
that part.
You know you hear
but when people leave and from here, they know they had a good time and they
Right.
were safe.
Right.
yeah, that's the.
And what
main
they heard
thing.
before the fact, they don't know what they talking about.
Exactly.
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 Because, you know, people going to post salt, they going to hate
Yeah.
this, that, and other. But this is and the thing about the Mud Bud, we non-profit.
Non-profit.
Everything out here get paid through us,
Through the mud bud.
Mud Bud.
And everybody else should
you
just-
got Travis Dennis.
Right.
You got
Shout out to the mud bud.
yeah, Lil Charlie. You got DeMichael. You got Brandon. You got Eric Brown, Fooney. You got Cedric Dennis. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to bring in a few more. And by the end of the year, we probably going to start a little social savings club, Mud Buds, this and
Okay.
that. But we in this thing, and we're open to having people come out here, have a good time, feel safe, and go back home.
Exactly.
That's the important thing.
Go back home.
Make it home.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make it home and go to
It-
bed
it-
with a smile on
It's no need for you to feel like you got to come out here to the Mud Buds Clubhouse packing.
Right.
You know,
I don't understand that. You know, hey, for each his own. I came up the way I came up, and I'm not really. But yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't understand why they gotta show and why do the young generation nowadays have to walk around with it out like that? I
Well,
mean,
Reggie, you know, it's a it's it's a low self-esteem thing
okay,
in some points. Some
okay,
points.
okay,
It's a macho thing in
Okay.
others.
It's
And it's a don't know no better.
don't know no better.
And
and
because
following is I kind of feel like it's a monkey see, monkey do type of
exactly.
thing.
And let me express this one right here real quick too. And several of y'all done heard me say this before. Because you know we our own worst enemy.
Exactly.
And it ain't that, you know, we all at some point done made mistakes, gonna make some
Yeah.
more mistakes
Yeah.
and all that. But when you in that's just like some of these rap songs, you know,
Right.
that especially that one. I'm talking about it's the hypest one out there, man. Make your mama, I'm gonna make your mama cry.
Yeah.
But they talking about black on black.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
They talking about black on black.
right.
And right now, Reggie, I could go Wetumpka, Montgomery, Proper, wherever, and pull up to the red light. They bouncing their music, look over at me, and you know, mean mugging me. But as soon as that white man pull up beside them, they
They
look
go-
down.
they might cut
looking,
the music
Yeah,
down.
they looking around.
Yeah.
But if it's a brother, if it's me, one of us, they gonna bounce their head
Yeah.
and mean mug
Yeah.
us, and you know,
Yeah.
we are targeting one another for no reason.
For nothing.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
nothing.
For no reason, we are targeting one another. You know, and this, you know, I listen to rap, I listen to country, I listen to all kind of music.
Yeah.
But no music will ever influence me, unless it's some love making music.
Bingo. And the way we came up, you know, and I know y'all
You know.
y'all can vouch for it. The way we came up, everything we did as far as what you just said, pulling up to the light, bumping your music. We did it for a totally different reason. We did it to draw you in so
Yeah.
we can have a good
Good
time.
time. Make you,
know what I'm
hey,
saying?
we gonna,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They doing it now to make you
Man,
mad.
yeah.
And I wish
Yeah.
would
Would.
type of thing.
You
But
know.
you know, but that's the life we live, and that's why we are who we are, and that's why we gonna establish always have rules.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they are, you know, they will always know what they're dealing with. But you know, but at the same time, it's just a crazy world that we're living in now on how we was raised on as everything you do is to draw in and make it better.
Yeah, and you know, we got each one of us got kids,
True.
and we all each and we don't sugarcoat things.
No.
And you know, each one of us hadn't been in some of our kids' life like we should have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I got a son in California, my oldest son in California. You know, I wasn't there to teach him how to be a man,
Exactly.
but at the same time, he had choices. He had choices of his own,
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
and he chose to do the right things.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Choices.
choices, you know, so we don't have to just keep blaming because, oh, the daddy wasn't there, or, you know, the mama wasn't there. You know, each one of you young people out there wake up every day with a choice
With a choice.
to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And that choice shouldn't be to try to make Reggie happy or Roger happy or Keith happy. It's what's gonna reflect on you.
Is to make you happy and comfortable to be able to shine your light on everything else. You know, because, you know, everybody don't have the same mind,
Right.
but everybody got the same five senses.
Exactly. You got to make the younger generation now. You know, a lot of stuff out there. You know, they exposed to that we wasn't exposed to.
A lot.
You know, and it's challenging, and that's why this new y'all got to be extra strong. You know.
My thing about that is, like you said, they're exposed to a lot of stuff that we wasn't
lot of
exposed
stuff.
to. But if they understand that, man, y'all can go so far right now. You
Exactly.
got opportunities
Exactly.
that weren't available just
To-
10 years ago.
Because the
Right.
world
20
is wide
years ago.
open
Right.
to
It
them.
wasn't
right.
available when I was a teenager. If I had the internet when I was 18,
Wow.
Man,
years
what
old,
you talking
Wow.
about? What are you talking
Wow.
about?
And
I mean,
not just the internet, Reggie. If our parents talk to us like we talk to our kids,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
parents was strictly about work,
Yeah, yeah,
work,
exactly,
work,
exactly.
work,
but
work.
at the same time, we as kids had to show them that we was on that level to the point where they'll leave us alone.
Right,
And we made
yeah.
right. We you know we did our dirt,
Yeah.
but majority of the time we made right decisions.
But the point I'm getting at here,
Uh-huh.
Reggie, is, you know, we trying to tell the new generation what's out there in the head.
Right.
When our parents, you know, right now, okay, your brother, Greg,
Right,
you know, he
right.
went in the Navy before you
He
did.
went in the Army, he went in the Army.
Army before
Right.
you did. But at the same time, Greg didn't have the knowledge of, you know, he was just going in.
Right.
He didn't have somebody that already had been in to tell him, Greg, don't do this. Greg,
Right.
do that.
Right.
And same way, you know, with me, I was the first person immediate family member out
To-
of my family
to
to
do
go
that.
into service.
Right.
And then when you know, like all three of us sitting here right now, and we like I said, we don't sugarcoat nothing. All three of us sitting here wish we would have never got out.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Man.
And but we didn't have anybody in our corner to tell us, hey,
to really drive us.
hey,
That-
keep
You know what I'm
going,
saying?
keep
That,
going. Don't, hey, I probably would have been the oldest, but Roger probably would have retired at 38,
37.
37.
Yeah, all of us
I know what I'm
would've.
saying.
All of us would've.
I'd have been at least. I'd been ready at 40 because I didn't go. I didn't go straight out to school.
I was the last
and
one
I
to
was
go
already. I don't know how Roderick ended up in the
Roderick-
grade with us, being that young.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. Because I'm older than Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
But Roger was gone by
I left
a
to go
month
to the
after,
Navy
after.
2 weeks after high school.
Okay.
Right.
yeah.
So
know
I
he
was
gone.
17 years old in the United States Navy. I turned 18 about 6 months later.
See,
Yeah.
I was out a whole year.
I
Yeah.
could have retired at the age of 37 from the United States
37,
Navy.
man.
And when I turned 37, I'm out here in this sun sweating. I'm like, my Lord.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But what I tell people, especially young people, Malcolm X say prison is the second best place to college if you need to get yourself together.
Hey.
I say no. The United States military is the second best
Yes.
place to college.
Yes.
I tell people
Because you still have your
I tell
freedom for
people,
one thing.
I tell people all the time that you walk in today, go in the Army, go in the Navy, go in the Air Force, 6 months, you have your brand new car.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
You have your brand new car where you can ride up and down the road in the AC. You don't have to go in there. You like you say, we regretted that we got out. To some point, I do.
Right.
I do.
But
I know
but
I
the
do.
thing is, you can still go for 4 years, but you need to have a 4, 5, 6, 8 years. You need to have you a plan.
A plan.
When you got
A
out on
plan.
Bingo.
just
Bingo.
because I got out because I was homesick.
I got out.
Keevis mean you listening to this. You need to have a plan, son.
Plan. That's very
You need to have a
important.
plan if you plan on getting out.